It's archery season here in Wisconsin, and fortunately for me, I've already been able to take down a beautiful whitetail buck, so I can't hunt any more whitetail bucks, but I can definitely still do some doe hunting. And I do happen to have a tag, but I am still honestly in a little bit of shock at the fact that I already got a buck on opening day. You know, typically I can remember hunting for 2-3 months sometimes, and not even seeing a big enough buck worthy of shooting. So the fact that I already got one within 3 hours of hunting, it's a lot to take in. And I'm not sure how to react because I've never had it happen before. Never. In all my 15 years of hunting, not even close. But I think I'm gonna take down this decent bull here, mainly because of the fact that, well, he doesn't have the greatest genetics, and for his weight, he could be a lot bigger than that. So I'm gonna see if I can't pull off a double lung heart shot on him. Though we didn't quite get the heart, we definitely hit something solid. All right, we got our bull down right over here. Let's take a look at him and see how good the shot actually did connect on this bull. And it looks like we got a double lung right behind the back of the heart, but it was a 344. So the fact that it was a 4 and it wasn't even close to a gold, that's a good thing that we took that shot, because otherwise he wasn't really doing us much good for our herds. Holy, we just found a giant whitetail buck, 235 minimum on the estimate, but he's 386 yards away. You can only see him as we highlight him like that. Not very good. So what we're gonna do is back up really far and see if we can't pull off kind of an amazing shot with a 257. Oh, I see him right there, but he's behind that hill. So even if we wanted to take that shot, we just can't. What I am gonna do though is back up a little bit more on this hill and see if that changes anything at all. You know, it would be kind of cool to go for a shot on this buck here and potentially not spook our giant. This shot here is gonna be well over 430 yards. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for that shot on this buck here. And I'm hoping that the giant doesn't spook. What I want to do is wait till he puts his head down. No way, dude, this thing has like a suppressor on it or something. That shot only went maybe 6 inches above his back and it didn't even spook. Not only did it not spook him, but it definitely didn't spook the big one. Although now, we aren't even gonna have an opportunity at that one. So, again, let's take a shot on this one. Just as soon as he puts his head down. Well, that didn't work. Not even the slightest bit. Okay. It's weird because the first shot didn't spook him at all, and the second shot seemed like it would have been a pretty good hit, but I honestly don't even think it connected. So then not only did the one spook, but they both bolted. I also didn't realize how far away that shot was because the fact that I can still see the score estimate on the screen. But I can't imagine they're gonna go too far before they eventually turn back around to come get a drink. I just can't really see them doing it. Oh, we got a bunch of whitetail here as a matter of fact. 120-yard shot on him. Tried for a heart shot, absolutely smoked him. Might have even connected on the heart, to be honest. Yeah, he went down right there. Yep, right behind that brush. Yeah, it's just weird to not have the pressure of knowing whether or not you're gonna get a big buck during that year. And I always have that pressure. It always seems, well, now you can see why I thought it would have been a heart shot. Just missed the back of the heart, but it was a 190.76 and a perfect double lung shot there at 100 yards. I've always had tons of pressure to be able to potentially get a big buck in real life during bow hunting, and I just never seem to get one. I got one a long time ago, maybe 9 or 10 years ago, with my bow at 30 yards, my 13 pointer, but since then it's always been like everybody else in my family gets a buck except for me. And I put in tons of time, tons of hours driving, lots of practice, and just the big buck never really shows up. Ooh, I see the 180 buck. That's actually a really nice buck. Now, if I was 100% sure that our giant wasn't nearby, I'd probably go for that shot right now, but just can't quite guarantee that he's not anywhere close by. However, we could potentially let one fly with this thing. Well, let's see if we can't make this happen. Oh, come on. Not even sure where it hit. That's the worst part. All right, well, it actually seems that our big buck is nowhere to be found. So what we're gonna do is take a shot with the 257 here, see if we can't make a perfect shot right to the back of the neck, and then potentially be able to find our giant. Just like that. Perfect drop shot. The good thing about this rifle is it's still pretty quiet, and it's extremely accurate to the point of this thing is basically a tack driver at up to 300 yards, which is absolutely amazing, and it blows the 243 out of the water. However, now we still need to try and find that giant. We know he went this direction here. It's just a matter of where is the question. Well, this buck's laying right here as we almost ran past him. But perfect neck shot, 187.78. I'll take it. All right, now where would that giant buck be? The last place we saw him is right down over in here. And we never got a shot off. However, we took a shot at one of the bucks and it pretty much spooked the rest of them, is basically what happened. We got a bunch of tracks here. I'm trying to find the max weight track right now. Ooh, there's one of them. That might actually be his track. It might be. Now we got running track. So to me, I'd say that that's pretty much guaranteed gonna be his track. Now we did take a shot just now, so that doesn't mean that he's gonna be right around the corner, but it also doesn't mean that he's gonna just be gone either. He could be right around one of these bends here. In fact, that's probably where he's gonna be. Yep, that's probably where he's gonna be right there. 120 yards out from us. Right over that ridge. Right there. Ooh. Oh, I saw movement. I saw movement. I see movement of a lot of stuff. No way. No way, no way, no way, no way. He's coming right past us. Oh, he's gonna come right past us. Oh, we're going open sights on this. There's one there, there's a doe there. Now, it's not guaranteed gonna be the same herd. This could be... That's the herd that we... Oh my god, that's the buck that we tried to get before. We shot the wrong one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Just barely in time. This buck is coming right past us. Check this out. Oh, some more. We Shut the, what? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's the buck I thought we were shooting. That's the buck right there. I thought we were shooting. And somehow all of a sudden the score estimate changed and he got drastically bigger. Oh, we're gonna smoke that one as well. That's the one I thought we were gonna get. What the actual heck? Oh man, that was amazing. I could not imagine something like that would have happened. Holy, that was amazing. All right, what do we got over here now? That's another small buck, but we already got both the big bucks down, including the absolute giant whitetail right here, 235 minimum, and it was a 239.87, a 20-yard perfect double lung shot. That's actually the exact same spot that I shot my big 9-pointer this year. Hit him a little bit high, but the exit was absolutely perfect. Dead center lung on the other side. Actually, mine came out a little tiny bit lower. Right about here is where mine came out. But what a giant buck. Holy. I still can't believe that was him. I had a feeling he might be coming out, but then as soon as I saw the 180 buck, I knew it was a different herd. So I thought, there's no way he's going to be with that herd. And pull back, and the first buck I see step out, I knew it was for sure a 180 plus, but I didn't know it was a 220 plus. Nope, and I definitely didn't know it was a 240 minus either. Well, it certainly was. Man, that was cool. And we even got the other 180 as well, which is laying right here. The question is, was that a vital hit? Yes, it was. And was it a 190 plus? Yes, it was. 192.4, and we got a shoulder blade lung shot at 29 yards. Very cool. Oh, we got eyes on a real nice pronghorn antelope here taking off, and I somehow think we connected. I actually thought that first shot might have been high, but somehow, I don't know. It didn't hit spine. Or if it did, maybe it got lung as well, because he went down almost instantly. And a spine shot with this, they'd go quite a ways before the percentage would even drop. But in this case, he's laying right there. All right, let's see what we connected on. And it looks like somehow that was a vital hit. And so was that. Which is even more weird. Yeah, a double lung shot was the first one. Ah, that makes sense because we were down on the bottom of the hill shooting upwards. So we could have an upwards angle and still connect. But we put a follow-up shot, which was absolutely money at 130 and hit him in the lungs again. Wow, 93.54 gold. I knew that was a good one. That was a really, really good pronghorn buck. So I wanted to catch back up to one of the newest maps in Call of the Wild, which is the Alberta Canadian map here. And there's another 180 plus buck right there. Now, I haven't really taken a front on shot with this thing, so I'm kind of curious as to if it has enough knockdown power to... Yeah, it definitely does. Oh my God, does it ever. Somehow we dropped him right there, and now he's actually gonna float all the way over back to us, which normally would be cool, but right now I kind of wish I could just run over there and pick him up. However, we're gonna have to wait. All right, let's pick him up, and it's gonna be a 193.3, just shy of gold. We did connect on a double lung heart shot though, at a straight on angle at 150 yards with this 257 rifle. So overall, that is very impressive. Ah, so that's what happened. I was wondering why the heck that wasn't a double lung shot. What happened was he dodged our bullet. He was ducking from the first shot, and as we took this shot, he was already dropping to the ground, which then made our bullet rise, and we drilled him right in the spine. Then we put a follow-up shot, and we got him a little too far forward as he was already ducked. But it's pretty realistic to expect that to happen. Whoa, this is a heck of an interesting sighting here. So I'm down here on the very bottom end of the map, but I'm looking over towards this little tiny pond. I wouldn't think whitetail would be there, but it is absolutely loaded with bucks. Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different bucks here just alone, without even looking on the left side of the lake here. So that one that we're looking at is a max weight whitetail. That one right there. So we definitely want to make sure we get a good shot on him. And again, we'll try and catch the heart, which we did. And I tried to catch heart on that one as well. Didn't quite connect, but definitely got a double lung shot. And we got a grouse of some sort here. 2 real good bucks, actually. There's a 190.71 straight through the heart. And then next, we got this one. Yeah, I'm trying to get over to this lake here because I figured there should be some whitetail. We took a shot at a pronghorn over there, but let's grab this one. Double lung shot at a 177 at 190 yards. All right, yeah, I mean, if there's bucks here, then there definitely should be whitetail over here, right? One would think, at least. Ooh. Good one there and another good one there. That's what I wanted. He taking off? Nope, he's not quite taking off just yet, but he's about to. Ooh. It was a good hit. A real good hit. But we only got one. I don't know if there was another big one or not. I know there was another decent one. Well, here's our buck. Double lung. And that's going to be a 194 gold. So our first gold on the new map here. Yeah, what a perfect setup. Just not a lot of big ones. Oh, there's a good ram. We're going to finish it off by taking down this beast of a ram out here at 250 yards. Now he's quartered directly away from us, which is absolutely perfect to make an incredible shot. And he's already down right there. He didn't go anywhere. The 257 has plenty of knockdown power, but still, even on the bighorn, you typically don't get him to go down that fast. You really don't. And you know, we got another ram out here at 350. Maybe closer to 400 by the time it actually does stop. So we'll see if we can't pull off a shot on him. Come on. Oh, it had potential. And it did. He's going down. A 385 yard perfect shot. And he just piled up. Right there. Whew. And there is the other buck that we were looking for right there at 250 yards. That is an impressive buck. And he just got smoked. All right, he's down. Well, I got a lot of work to do to go pick some of these up, but in the meantime, that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. And thank you so much for watching the bow hunting video. I appreciate all the comments and the feedback down below. And until then, we'll see you next time.